Yo, what's up? Thank y'all for waiting on me, okay? I'm trying to wrap up a phone call and I needed to finish that call. But thank you guys for being here. Love you guys so much and thanks for coming over. All right. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Somebody got paid today. Somebody got paid today. Somebody got paid. Somebody got paid today. And we on vacation. Ain't that something? Lord, Lord, Lord. Ain't it always good when you get paid on vacation? It hit a little different, okay? Like you didn't do shit all week and then you get paid. It's like, oh my God. But anyway, so how y'all doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let's go ahead and speak to my people. You guys are in here. We got more people coming in. So let's go ahead and acknowledge you guys. All right. Yes, honey, let's acknowledge Leslie Salmon. Look like she is first in the chat. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, my number one fan, because she's at the top. She's at the top. Leslie Salmon, good morning. Kim Swinson, good morning. Mary Giles, good morning. Sheila Washington, good morning. Good morning, Jamila Ward. Deborah Johnson, good morning. My backup Ma, Rose Armstead, thanks for being in the building. Wanda Jones is here. Deborah Banks is here. Miss Pruitt is here. Tammy Fox is here. Yes, honey. True TV Podcast, my other mod is here in the building. Thank you for being here, Dorcas Williams, Miss Pruitt. Thank you again. Bridget J is in the building. Thank you for being here, Gail West. Miss Spoken for us here. You better let them know. Yes. Carolina Gal. Come on, Carolina Gal. I got some people in Carolina. Don't play. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Yes. Okay. All right. Raleigh, North Carolina. I got family there. Charlotte. Okay. Charlotte is, yeah. All right. Sunny Days in the building. She's a content creator. You guys check her out. All right. Support. Because she's always over here supporting me, and I appreciate you. All right. Love you down, girl. Monica Gillespie is here. Erica Rogers is here. Denise Slay is in the building. Says good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Good morning. All right, who else we got? Amber Shelby is here. Grandma 504 is in the building. Thanks for being here. Shirley Terry, what's that? Cheryl, thanks for being here. Lori Eden, Cheryl Kinsley Smith. We got two Cheryls. Felicia is here. Carla Van Zandt is here. Teresa West is here. Greatness Love is in the building. Bad Body, bitch, yeah. Okay, yeah, she's in the building. Carolyn Powell is here. Miss Aisha is here. Marion's Favorites is here. Crystal Amos is here. Teresa Williams is here. Purple Unicorn, that's another content creator. You guys check out these content creators and support, okay? Support, because they're always supporting me, all right? So I vouch for them. I really do. Because they always in my house over here. They always in my house. So y'all go and check them out. And don't forget to hit the like button when you get there. And don't forget to hit it over here, all right? Do we need a jam session already? Did everybody hit the like button? I know you did. Alicia Murray, thanks for being here. Reba 0616 is in the building. Good morning, ma'am. Terry Copeland. Denise Slay is here. Pixie Ann Reed is here. Marion Johnson is here. Vera Dockery is here. Who else? Princess Warrior. Yes, you better let them know, aka Warren. You better tell them, all right. All the way here from Oakland, California. Said good morning, Caramel, Chats, and Ma. Yes, honey. Good morning. Crafting with your flamboyant creator. Alicia Murray is here. Good morning. Crystal Amos. Sharon Swain is here. Who else? Classy type lady. Yeah, she's that type girl. Okay. Shirley Terry, thanks for being here. And at the bottom of my list, Shonda Allen is here. Lynette Jeter. Did I say it right? Jeter is here. Alicia Murray. Y'all know I tear up names, child. I do. Y'all forgive me, all right? I didn't mean to. Y'all know that's my thing. Alicia Stout, I see you in the building, ma'am. Good morning. And everybody else coming in, we're at 171 already watching. Let's get started. Of course, y'all see going across my screen. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Yes, hi, Aries Love. I see you in the building, ma'am. Kenyatta Jones, I see y'all. Y'all still pouring in. Thanks for being here. Guys, please don't forget to hit the like button, all right? Let's get into the show because we have one. Yeah, so let's get our politics on out the way so we can get into the juicy shenanigans. Because, baby, we got a show for y'all this morning. I don't know how I'm going to act or what's going to come out of my mouth today. So y'all know how it is, honey. I don't go by a script on this channel. Whatever fly out will fly out. We're going to go through these topics, honey. We're going to put some commentary down. We're going to put a little comedy in there. Y'all know how we do on this channel. We're going to read some asses and drag. We do all that here, child. All right, here on the Caramel Rail Show. Let's get into it. Supreme Court. All right, Supreme Court upholds order requiring Donald Trump's administration facilitate return of Maryland father mistakenly deported to El Salvador mega prison. Let's get the update on that. We've talked about this, I want to say twice now. There is an update and we need to talk about it. Let's go.
Saying that the Trump administration must work to bring back a Maryland man who was mistakenly deported to prison in El Salvador. This is a rejection of the administration's emergency appeal in this case here. The court acted in the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Salvadoran citizen who had an immigration court order preventing his deportation to his native country over fears he would face persecution from local gangs. Now, the U.S. district judge in all of this, in the lower court, had ordered Abrego Garcia, now being held in a notorious Salvadoran prison, return to the United States by midnight on Monday. The court said in an unsigned order with no noted dissents, quote, the order properly requires the government to, quote unquote, facilitate Abrego Garcia's release from custody in El Salvador and to ensure his case is handled as it would have been had he not been improperly sent. Well, the Supreme Court today saying that the Trump administration to El Salvador. So, like I said, this is breaking right now, and this was a unanimous order by the Supreme Court, 9-0. Now, this comes after a string of rulings on the court's emergency docket, where the conservative majority has at least partially sided with Trump amid a wave of lower court orders slowing the president's sweeping agenda. Though in this case today, Chief Justice John Roberts had already pushed back the lower court judge's deadline. The justices also said that her order must now be clarified to make sure it doesn't intrude into executive branch power over foreign affairs, since Abrego Garcia is being held abroad. The court said the Trump administration should also be prepared to share what steps it has taken to try to get him back and what more it could potentially do here. Kyle Cheney, who covers the Supreme Court for Politico, with the very brief order there saying, breaking, the Supreme Court will require the Trump administration to El Salvador administration to facilitate the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. I believe we also have in as well a statement there from the Department of Justice, Josh Gerstein at Politico as well, the DOJ saying this, quote, as the Supreme Court correctly recognized, it is the exclusive prerogative of the president to conduct foreign affairs. By directly noting the deference owed to the executive branch, this ruling once again illustrates that activist judges do not have the jurisdiction to seize control of the president's authority to conduct foreign policy. So this case really set up a battle between whether or not the courts have jurisdiction over a president's foreign policy moves vis-a-vis El Salvador, also vis-a-vis illegal immigration. Now,
all right, so let's get into this. All right, so as you guys know, they tried to say this dude was part of some type of gang, which now we know that he is not. They are basically holding him. ICE picked him up illegally and deported him from the U.S. Over to El Salvador, and they've been ordered to return him by a certain date. They missed that date. They asked for some type of extension or whatever, but anywho and anyway, he is still over there. So they're still fighting to get him back over to the U.S. He has a family here. Yeah. Weird. Trump, this is backfired on you because you're deporting people so much. You're deporting the immigrants, and you're obviously people are not doing their homework when they do it. Okay. ICE is out here on site, baby. That's what they're doing when they picking up people and getting them up out of here on site. All right. So according to CNN, in 2019, an immigration judge granted Abrego Garcia protection against deportation back to El Salvador. Now, despite entering the U.S. illegally from El Salvador around 2011, Abrego Garcia's attorney said over a decade ago he fled his homeland due to gang violence. Despite his deportation protection, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, which we know to be ICE, under Donald Trump, sent Abrego Garcia back to his native El Salvador on March 15th. Now, on March 31st, Trump administrations finally acknowledged their mistake, calling the incident an oversight and administrative error. Now, White House officials further argued against bringing him back, however, in my Kimmy voice, claiming that he has ties to MS-13 gang, which is a very dangerous gang, which Trump considers a terrorist organization. Now, they also claim that they didn't have the power to demand his return. Now, they've already found out and confirmed that he did not have ties to MS-13. So what the fuck is going on? He should have been back. Okay, he should have been back in the U.S. And Trump, you have to reverse this error that you made. All right, and it needs to be done in my TI voice expeditiously. All right, so that is it, and that is all. I'm not staying on this because we've already talked about it twice. I mean, I really don't like talking politics, but we like to add several different types of flavors into the show. Let's move on. The next person who thinks that they want to be in politics, he's already shot his shot at being president, or shooting his shot rather at being president. Let's get into this clown, Stephen Smith, child. He says he supports Trump's tariffs, but doesn't agree with how he's going about them. So now you guys can see he's speaking more political now that he's put out that he is going to try to run for president in the near future. All right. So now he is agreeing with Trump. Okay. Yeah, no. Let's get into what he had to say. All right.
These tariffs, these tariff wars going on. And there are some people, particularly on the side of Trump, they are all in support of tariffs. Let me be the first to say this about Donald Trump. I support tariffs. I have no problem with it. I do believe that the United States has been paying too much money. Mm-hmm. We've been giving too much money out. You go to foreign countries, you see people, they talk about how you don't see American vehicles. You don't see American products nearly as much as you see other products from other nations. This is what they say. If that is true, then Trump is right. We are getting hosed, and something needs to be done about it. I am not averse to Donald Trump with tariffs. What I'm averse to is how he's handling it. I'm averse to the fact that you're going to go after everybody. I'm averse to the fact that you didn't anticipate that China would come back with 34% tariffs of their own. And in the process of doing so, we got these tariffs, these tariff wars going on. So,
sorry, guys.
Would set up meetings with allies of the United States that are now threatening not to be allies because they had tariffs imposed on them by Trump. And now because of that, they're turning against the United States and to China. Now, only time will tell whether Trump's right. Only time will tell whether or not we're going to find ourselves in a disastrous situation, whether recession is in place right now, whether inflation is going to boom. Only time will tell, but it's a short time. I don't want to hear a year. I don't want to hear 2 years. We can't afford that. So, would set up meetings with allies.
Okay. Right message, wrong messenger. I agree with what he's saying. Okay. You can go to foreign countries. Do you see any of their cars over there? Hell no. I agree. I agree. Tariffs and how he's doing it and how Trump is going about it is not the right way. It's going to cause a war, you guys. It really is. I agree with you, Stephen. I hate to say that. I hate to say I agree with him because he's right. He's speaking facts. But I don't want to hear it from you. Okay. Is that fair? I really don't want to hear from him, but he is speaking facts. All right. In terms of how this works. Again, he is more so speaking up in the political fashion because he is seeking to be president. Okay. I don't agree with anything Trump does. I just don't. I really, really don't. He can stand up there and say Jesus is Lord, and we know Jesus is Lord. I agree with the message, but I do not agree with the messenger. All right. I just can't. It's something about him. I just cannot. All right. Says that the White House's Instagram shares a message about Donald Trump, says let him cook. So now they're trying to applaud him for raising these damn tariffs is what they're doing. Okay. As you guys can see that, the White House, child. What they know about to let him cook? What they know about Glorilla? Let me find out. They got a black person back there working the Instagram account over there at the White House. Somebody let him cook. They don't know a damn thing about that. Okay. This is so stupid. But anyway, we ain't got to stay on it. So that's what was said. All right. Yeah, we breezing on. I ain't reading all that shit. We just not. All right. So let's spin the block on this topic that we talked about with the helicopter that went down in New York. This is very sad. I hate talking about stuff like this because wow. Children were involved and unalived in this situation. Because listen. Say no Fords in China. Absolutely not. You can see no you ain't gonna see no Honda Civic in China. You damn sure won't. All right. Let's get into this topic because this is very sad. So deadly in New York City Hudson River helicopter crash. Victims identified as a pilot plus Spanish seaman executive, his wife, and their 3 children, okay, were all perished in said helicopter crash. Okay. This is very sad. This is very, very sad. Okay. Let's continue. That's their pictures up here. That's so sad. Entire family gone. My God. All right, let's go.
And a family of 5 are dead after a tourist helicopter crashes into the Hudson River. And moments ago, we got the names of some of the people killed.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Literally, I just see a helicopter splitting in two with the rotor flying off in the sky. It was going so fast and just went straight into the water. I've never seen anything like that.
Helicopter crashed into the Hudson River between Manhattan and New Jersey about noon Pacific time. We know a family of 5 who were visiting from Spain were on board, and they are among the dead. The kids on board were 4, 5, and 11 years old. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam is in the newsroom with the very latest. And Tim, what do we know about the family?
ABC News that Agustin Escobar, a Siemens executive from Spain, his wife Merce Camprubí Montal, and their 3 children were killed in the crash. Now, the pilot, who was also killed, has not been named yet. We know he was 36 years old.
A pilot and a family of 5
That's
are
crazy.
dead after a tourist.
The cause of the helicopter crash remains under investigation.
An eyewitness captures the horrifying final moments of this helicopter falling from the sky before crashing upside down into the Hudson River, killing all 6 people inside. We're freezing the video before impact.
I've never seen anything like that.
Witnesses along the river describe seeing the helicopter literally snap apart in midair.
It sounded like a sonic boom on my right. So I look up and literally I just see a helicopter splitting in two with the rotor flying off in the sky. It was going so fast and just went straight into the water, and like nothing came up afterwards. It must have just sunk.
So we're going to continue. How likely is that? How likely is a helicopter that's flying in the air, split into midair, and come flying and crashing down? What's the chances of that happening? I'm telling y'all, we're under attack. Do y'all not understand that? Do y'all not believe that? Why else would a helicopter split in half in midair? Something had to hit it, attack it. Someone shot at it. Something happened, because that's not normal. Since Trump has been in office, we've seen many. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna emphasis on many. We've seen many helicopter crashes, plane crashes and helicopter crashes since Trump's been in office. Nobody else in office that this happened. Now, we've seen plane crashes. We've seen it, but it wasn't this many. Something's going on, and I keep saying it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I feel like we're under some type of secret attack. I really do. It kind of feels like 9/11 all over again, if you will. It kind of feels like, y'all remember the day 9/11 when that situation happened where the planes flew into the towers? That shit, that's something that you don't see that kind of stuff every day. You don't see a helicopter just flying all willy-nilly, and the next thing you know, boom, it's in half, and then come crashing down with a family of 4 or 5 perished in the damn Hudson River. I feel like we're under some weird attack, because that's not normal. Let's continue.
The initial impact, this video showing the helicopter's rotor spiraling into the water. It happened just after 3 Thursday afternoon near the New Jersey shoreline. Within minutes, first responders arrived looking for the aircraft.
Helicopter to river traffic, be advised. You do have an aircraft down Holland Tunnel. Please keep your eyes open for anybody in the water.
Rescue crews diving into 45-degree water temps, searching for any.
The cause of the helicopter crash remains under investigation.
Survivors.
At this time, all 6 victims have been removed from the water. And sadly, all 6 victims have been pronounced deceased.
According to authorities, the chopper was carrying 2 adults and 3 children visiting from Spain, plus the pilot. The Bell 206 chopper, pictured here in 2022, was operated by New York Helicopter Tours. Flight radar showing the path of the chopper taking off near downtown Manhattan, flying south before shifting north up the Hudson River.
At 3:08 p.m., the helicopter reached the George Washington Bridge and then turned again to fly south along the New Jersey shoreline. Shortly thereafter, the aircraft lost control and hit the water just a few feet off the coast of Pier A Park in Hoboken. The cause of the crash is currently under investigation.
Tonight, the CEO of the touring company leasing the aircraft telling ABC News in this statement, "We are devastated survivors."
At this time, all 6
stated, "My staff hasn't stopped crying since this afternoon. I am a father and a grandfather, and we are blown away."
Investigators confirmed the dead children were ages 4, 5, and 11. Now, the aircraft was 21 years old, and this was its 6th flight of the day, and it only lasted about 15 minutes before it crashed. Tim Pulliam, ABC 7. Eyewitness News.
An absolutely horrible tragedy. Tim, thank you for that report.
Stated, my staff hasn't stopped crying.
That's them. Look at how happy they are prior to getting on this helicopter to go and take a tour to look over New York. They're not from here. They're from Spain, obviously. So they're doing what most people do when they're on vacation. Oh my God, New York is beautiful. I've been in New York plenty of times. Oh my God, New York is beautiful. Let's take a helicopter so we can get a better view of the city. This is them. Right before getting on, nothing, I'm pretty sure nothing in their mind let them know that we're going to go in this helicopter and it's going to come crashing down into the Hudson River. If they would have thought that shit, they never would have got on there. But do I feel like that something was attacked? I do. I do. With Trump challenging other countries and with these tariffs being raised, you're upsetting other countries, which then causes a retaliation. What's to say that somebody from another country has not flown into our country and that's on some type of weird attack? I'm saying it, guys, because it's not normal that now that Trump is in office and challenging other countries, now that we're having all of these plane crashes and helicopter crashes back to back. It only happened with him getting in office. You better think about it. Did we have this when Obama was in office? Fuck no. Did we have this many plane crashes and helicopter crashes and helicopters driving into another damn plane? Just willy-nilly. Clearly you had time to go up or down, but you stayed going straight into the airplane. That's not normal activity. I feel like it's kind of like those people that were here in the U.S. during 9/11. They were here stalking the U.S. They were here clearly to do a job that they were sent to do. And those people in other countries, they don't care about their lives like that. They do it for the cause. Just like 9/11, some of those people that were on that plane were there to unalive us as well. They perished in that flight as well when they hit that building. It was understood that they were going to die with the U.S. citizens that were on those planes. So they don't give a fuck about their life. So how do you think they feel about ours? I feel like we're under some weird attack, being that Trump has taken office and have challenged other countries and raised tariffs, which then is upsetting their flow in terms of how they move. And you know they don't like shit like that. So what's to say somebody didn't come to our country, to the U.S., scoping out and just taking people out? I feel like that, y'all. And they're not going to tell us, and I said this yesterday, and I think I said it in another video, they're not going to tell us that we're under some weird attack because they don't want to scare the American people. They don't want to alert people, kind of like with COVID-19. When did we find out? We talked about this before. They're not going to alert us when there's something serious. Please know that they know behind the scenes what's going on. They probably know we're under attack and they're never going to tell us. And meanwhile, people are steady boarding planes. People are still going in the air in helicopters, not knowing what's going on behind the scenes. They know in office. I'm pretty sure Trump knows, just like he knew about COVID way before it was announced. Meanwhile, millions of people lost their lives. They don't give a fuck because it's not them. They don't care. They don't care. This is sad. This is sad. Children, look at these children, beautiful children, are not here anymore. And I don't want to hear, oh, it was dysfunction in the plane. Okay. Bad wiring does not blow up a fucking plane where it comes down out of the sky in 2 pieces. Bad wiring don't do that. But someone attacking the plane and shooting something into the plane possibly could do that. I mean, y'all do put 2 and 2 together. I'm just saying, let's move on. That's the family, honey. They're giving thumbs up. Hey, we about to go up in our helicopter right here. Sighted. Only in the air 15 minutes and right back down. This shit is sad.
3 adults.
I'm right by the banks of the Hudson River on the New York side, Terry. The NYPD says the helicopter with passengers aboard went down closer to the New Jersey side of the river. Right now, I see police and fire boats in the water assisting with the search and rescue. You may be able to hear sirens behind me. A number of emergency vehicles have been racing down the West Side Highway adjacent to the river to aid in the response, but it is closer to the New Jersey side. I have a good view of where it appears the helicopter went down. According to police sources, there are believed to be fatalities in the water and on the helicopter itself, but we don't have an exact number just yet, Terry.
And
They're going to only tell you just enough to keep you informed. They got to say something. With a helicopter falling in the water, they got to announce it. But what's really going on behind the scenes, you won't ever know. They will never tell us that we're under attack. What they're doing now is, knowing that we're under attack, they're planning to do what they need to do in order to attack back. I guarantee you they're going to announce we're going to have a war. I'm speaking right here on my channel. I guarantee you Trump and his people, they're going to get on national television, probably CNN, and announce that we're going to be in a war, probably with Japan. I don't recommend that shit, but hey, everything is going to go up. You know, anytime we're in the middle of a war, everything goes up. That's why tariffs are being raised now. I'm feeling like they're preparing for a war. And I feel like he's triggered something with other countries that we're fighting with, and they're attacking us already. That's what I feel, because that shit is not normal. But let's continue. Here's the actual, I hope I can play this. I'm going to try. If I have to edit it out, I will. But here's the actual footage. I don't know who got this footage. Whoever recorded this footage, I'm pretty sure y'all got a bag from this, because whoever turned this into whatever news station, I'm pretty sure they got a nice check from this video. All right, so this is the this says Siemens executive and his family were identified as victims in the helicopter crash. Here it is.
This is not the news that you ever want to hear. We can now tell you that all 6 people that were on this helicopter have died. It never ever escapes me when we have to cover these types of stories on what you believe to be will be a normal day, and it turns out to be anything but. So this afternoon at 4:40, we can tell you that a helicopter went down into the Hudson River around 3:15.
Can you imagine being on that helicopter? We're going to move on. I cannot imagine being on a helicopter and all you see is, first of all, you know there's an issue to where the helicopter is going down. There's nothing you can do about it but brace yourself. You know the impact is going to be deadly. Your children are screaming. They're crying. Mom, Dad, we're scared. You're screaming and hollering, like you're seeing literally your life flashing before you, because you know this is the end. You're coming towards the ground at so many miles per hour and splashing into a river, the Hudson River, chilling cold water. Okay, I'm pretty sure probably by the impact, they probably passed away by the impact alone. But I can't imagine those children, how scared they had to be being in that helicopter, watching it come down as fast as it was and crashing into the water like it did. As you guys can see, the huge splash. Imagine these people standing here just watching the helicopter coming down, just like boom.
This afternoon, and we have now confirmed that the 6 people that were on board have all died.
All right, we're going to stop it because they're playing music. Oh, my God. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. As you guys can see it coming down there. Splash. And they were only here for a vacation. God. Ooh, I hate that. Let's move on. Let's move on. That's very sad. That's very, very sad. Okay. Let's get into some more news that I know you guys can use. Guys, let's stay prayed up, all right? If anybody's going on vacation, if you're flying out somewhere, if you're just driving in your car, you just never know when an attack can be, honey. I don't put nothing past no one. Even if you're leaving the house to drive to your car just down the street, honey, a prayer is needed, okay? Prayers up. Prayers up, okay? Let's move on. Oh, my goodness. All right. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. All right, Missouri woman is accused of trading a child for a monkey. What is this world coming to? What is this world coming to? Let's get into the news portion, and then we're going to discuss.
First on Fox, a 70-year-old Winfield woman investigators say may have fostered more than 200 children is facing charges related to child abuse in Lincoln County.
Prosecutors are looking into an allegation that she offered to trade one child for a monkey. Fox News' Jeff Bernthal is in Troy tonight with why prosecutors expect even more charges to be filed in this case.
Prosecutors are looking into the possibility that many complaints were raised over the years. The county prosecutor tells us his office was only recently notified, and as a result, the suspect now facing charges related to child abuse, neglect, and endangerment. Authorities say a foster child in the care of Brenda Deutsch alleges the Winfield woman beat her with various objects and smacked her in the nose, which resulted in bleeding. Court documents also allege Deutsch sent the child to Texas to live with a friend in unsanitary living conditions and without adequate supervision.
We're still very early on in the investigation. It's a very large case that we're looking at.
Court documents show Deutsch lives in a remote area of Winfield on Rolfs Lane. Neighbors declined to comment. Prosecutors say it's possible Deutsch fostered more than 200 kids over more than a decade and expect more charges to be filed.
I think there's a lot of questions as how could this possibly happen? Was there a failure? And if there was some type of failure in the system, where was it and how can we fix it?
Court documents indicate the state received an anonymous call in November alleging the foster child was being abused. The Winfield.
What in the Ric Flair hell is this? She looked just like Ric Flair. The hell?
School district reported excessive absences to the state. Authorities are also looking into an allegation that when the child was sent to Texas, Deutsch made an offer of letting her friend keep the child in exchange for a monkey.
We'll have to do some deeper dives into hopefully their communications to see if that trade was actually for consideration, if that was for the purposes of human trafficking. And we don't know that yet, but it is an allegation that's out there that we need to look into.
The prosecutor tells us there was another child in Deutsch's care at the time of her arrest. He says that's one reason why authorities acted now. He says they still want to hear from other victims, even if that abuse occurred more than 3 years ago. That's the statute of limitations for crimes like this that do not involve sexual abuse. Reporting from Troy, Jeff Bernthal, Fox 2 News.
First on Fox.
I could tell by where the lady stayed that she was on some bullshit, like back off the road, way up off the road on a private road, like on a little dirt road back up in there. Oh, she can do a whole lot of crime back in there and unnoticed. Oh my God. What world do we live in where children are being traded for a fucking monkey? Now, police launched an investigation after an anonymous tip revealed that Deutsch, which is the lady's name, or Dutch rather, may have arranged to swap a child for an exotic monkey, exposing layers of alleged abuse and neglect. Now, according to the Independent, According to the Independent, said that Dutch fostered more than 200 children over the years, but behind that foster care resume was a dark, bizarre twist and alleged animal obsession that led to criminal behavior. Now, a witness reportedly came forward with information that opened the floodgates. It's saying that according to Lincoln County Prosecutor Mike Wood, the tipster claimed that Dutch once requested that they take the child to Texas in exchange for a monkey. It says that a witness who also had come forward with some information regarding the system abuse that was going on in the home had said that they had been asked to bring the child down to Texas and bring the monkey back in return. It says that wild accusation triggered a deeper investigation into her home and her treatment of children in her care. There's no telling what she was doing to these kids. Obviously, you don't give a fuck about them if you are trying to get rid of them for a monkey. You were just really getting it for a check. And it's a lot of, unfortunately, where the system places children in situations that are worse than the situation they took them out of, or that they've taken them out of. Okay. Yeah, that's facts. Foster parents. Not all foster parents are good parents. You got foster parents that do some crazy wild shit as well. Granted, they do these background checks and whatever on these foster parents in order for them to watch the children, but still a lot of these parents, they slip through the cracks in terms of abuse to these children. There's sexual abuse that these children endure being in these homes. There's physical abuse. There's, all types of things that happen to these children. And even though they do house calls, it's permitted that they do house calls, the state go in there and they check in on these kids or whatever. And sometimes these kids are afraid to tell things that they're going through in said home because they have to live with this person. What's to say retaliation will not be done. These are things that really, really happen. Okay. These are things that happen to these children. So I'm happy that a tipster did report this so that these children can be removed from her presence, because obviously she was only getting a check and mistreating these kids. You didn't give a damn about them. If you can swap a child for a monkey, that's I don't even have a word for it. That's some bullshit. We'll say that. All right, let's move on to one of my favorite artists. Oh my God, I love her down. I was a fan of Jazmine Sullivan ever since she was on Apollo. Okay, you can't tell me shit about Jazmine Sullivan that I don't know. I am a huge fan of her. I know all of her music. I have all of her music. I am a fan. She knows that I follow her. Yes, honey, I love this girl. All right, but she is sharing some very hurtful things that she's kind of dealing with right now. You guys know most recently she lost her mother. She lost her grandmother as well. I know all of this because I follow her. And she also lost a child she was carrying. I think she kind of hid that from everyone, but she decided to share it because maybe she felt it was the right time. So it says that Jazmine Sullivan reveals that she was pregnant but lost her baby boy while thanking people for the birthday wishes. She says that I realized that I would have been holding my 2-month-old son that I never got to meet. All right. So that's very sad. That's very sad. Let's continue. All right. She says, woo, thank y'all for the birthday wishes leading up to my birthday has been incredibly hard as I've been thinking about my mother and missing more than words can say. Says also, as I realized that I would have been holding my 2-month-old son that I never got to meet. So needless to say that I've been down bad. She says, but yesterday I had a message that helped to release me from some of the deep pain that I've been holding in for a while. Says that so I'm grateful for that. I'm also grateful for that so many of you think of me and take the time to write. Of course, they were wishing her happy birthday. It says it's also so beautiful. Says that please continue to pray for me as I heal from this ass whooping. Okay, so that has to be hard to lose people, back to back to back like that. And obviously looking at, if you follow her, obviously looking at her pictures and stuff and her videos, she's very, very close to her family. Okay. So that had to be a lot. And then to turn around and lose a child that you're carrying. So that had to be really, really rough. So get ready for a good album to come out of this. That's all I can say. Anytime Jazmine Sullivan is going through something, a breakup, we all know bad breakups bring great albums. Look at Mary J. Blige and all the stuff that she's been through with her drug addiction and bad relationships. She's made a lot of great music behind that. Jazmine Sullivan is no different. If you guys follow her from all of her previous albums, it talked about bad relationships and things that she went through. Bust the Windows Out Your Car, that was, from a bad relationship. That song was a hit song. So she is definitely an icon in my book. I love her down. Her penmanship is all of that. I can keep going when it comes to Jazmine Sullivan because she's a bad girl. Vocally, penmanship wise, okay? She's all of that. And I love her down. So prayers to her for what she's dealing with. Right now, okay? Says the Jazmine Sullivan pens a lengthy message thanking everyone for the birthday love and while reflecting on the loss of her mother and revealing that she was pregnant and lost her baby boy, okay? So grief can make you miscarriage as well. So it's probably what happened. Says that, who would have been 2 months old. So sorry for her on that and prayers to her as well. All right, that she gets through this and can continue on. Any Jazmine Sullivan fans in the building? Ooh, child. Baby, when I tell you she can sing live, okay, don't get me started, honey. She can sing live. She can sing anywhere, child. It don't matter. She can sing in the bathroom, on the stage. It don't damn matter. She gonna sound the same. You gonna get your money's worth when you hear her sing and perform, okay? And the girl, when I tell you, had it all the way back when she was just a small girl, 13 years old on the Apollo, singing down, hitting runs, riffs, all of that. And even Steve Harvey was looking like, oh my God, this little girl is singing like this. And she ate down. So shout out to Jazmine Sullivan and rest in peace to her child and mother. All right. Yes, y'all say you like her music? You like her music? Yes, I love her. I love her. She is definitely at the top of my list of favorite female singers. Definitely. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's move on to this crazy thing right here who said he about to go to college, child. I said, you got to finish high school first, sir. You can't just skip over high school and talking about you going to college. I mean, I'm glad you want to further your education and whatnot, but you got to finish high school, get your GED, and then you go from there. So Shamar says that he is finna, that's FINNA, go back to college, child. Go back, meaning if you're going back somewhere, that means you already went. You've never been to college, so I don't know about that. Says that he even thought that he didn't graduate from high school. Says that he's going to go ahead and enroll in college. I don't know how you're going to do that, but go off.
And stuff like that. But I think I am going to start back going to college. I think I am going to start going back to college. I think I'm going to enroll myself in the college. Because, yeah, I graduated from high school and shit. But, like, I didn't graduate. I didn't even, me personally, I went to school and I was in a program. You know what I mean? And with, like, special ed people. It ain't nothing wrong with being special ed, so please don't explain, because if you make fun of special ed, you're going to hell. you're going to hell. God is going to send you straight to hell.
I guess I'm going because, damn it, I just laughed and I ain't mean to. Lord, forgive me. Don't take me down there, child. Oh, my God.
And stuff like that. But I think I am gonna start back going to college. I think I am gonna start going back to college. I think I'm gonna enroll myself in the college.
Why I feel like he got them new teethers and he can't talk? Did they put them teethers in there a little bit too big the way he can't pronunciate and talk right? Okay, I don't know.
Because yeah, I graduated from high school.
Trish, come and get your brother, okay? Trish from Love and Marriage Huntsville, please come and get your brother, child, and please let him understand and know that he got to get his GED first. He got to finish high school first, get your GED, then proceed to go to college, okay? I applaud you for trying to, be educated out here, but I don't know, Shamar. I don't know. I don't never take him serious because one day he say one thing and the next he on some other shit. So whatever, child. Moving on. Terrence Howard is letting the people know, don't play in my face and don't play with me. Ever since he's come forward to let the people know that Diddy tried to take him down, child, like Chris Brown. I said, oh, hell no. What up, Schoolboy? Shout out Schoolboy in the chat. That's another content creator. You guys check her out. All right, she has some good stuff over there. I was just tripping out and laughing over there with her yesterday in the damn comments over there. All right, talking about damn Tony Braxton and Birdman. That shit heavy rolling. But anyway, Terrence Howard is letting the people know, don't up and play in my damn face. Ever since he came forward to let everybody know that Diddy Child invited him to the studio, talking about he wanted him to train him to be an actor, only to get him there and stare him down, child, and was undressing him with his eyes and wanted to sleep with him and all of the above. So Terrence Howard is letting the people know, don't play with me, play with your mama. All right, let's get into what he said, because baby, he ain't playing. This is Lucius Lion on the screen right now, not Terrence Howard. Take it.
Listen, before y'all talk about me, y'all need to talk to me. You see, once upon a time, if a man questioned another man's honor, he didn't do it from the shadows. He had to do it out in the open, with his name, his chest out, and his chin high. Not hiding behind the keyboard or tucked behind editing clips of fair use disclaimers.
Come on.
You see, citing Section 107 of the Copyright Act does not give you free rein to defame, misrepresent, or harm another's reputation. Fair use is not a shield for character assassination. So here's the simple truth. If you take my words, my image, my ideas, and twist them to feed your fear and inflate your ego, if you profit off of my name while calling me a liar, then be prepared to stand behind your accusations. Because in the old world, men didn't hide behind anything. When they spoke against someone, they had to speak it with their whole being. And if you're going to speak against me, then use the same courage that it took for me to say those truths.
All right now.
So if you want to tear that down, have the decency to come and say it directly to my face.
Come on, face.
And say it like a man. If you're going to talk about the geometry, have other geometries to argue against it. If you're going to talk about the supersymmetry, speak of other supersymmetries that would work against it. If you're going to talk about the white papers, provide your own white paper as an argument to argue against the equations or the conclusions. But we're going to do this respectfully, otherwise we'll end in a duel. And I mean a duel, real life duel, where only one person walks away. We can meet with guns, bottles, knives, or books and equations. But we're going to do this like men. So, get ready. Listen, before y'all talk about me, y'all need to talk to me.
That's some pimp shit right there. I don't know why I like that saying right there. Before you talk about me, talk to me. That you clear a bitch with that real quick. That's all some shit I say to somebody. Listen, bitch, before you talk about me, talk to me. I love it. Terrence Howard is mad. Y'all done pissed him off. Y'all done pissed him off because now people out here trying to say he was, moist out here and that maybe he liked what Diddy was doing and trying to talk crazy, and he letting y'all know that ain't what you want to do. All right. They already not paying me like they supposed to in Hollywood. So I'm gonna recoup that shit from these lawsuits on y'all ass. So be out here trying to be talking about some fair use and misrepresentation and shit. all that we say in our disclaimer. He's like, fuck that. I'm suing your ass if you say anything about me that's not true. Okay, and bet on that. Okay, and another snap. That's what he letting y'all ass know. So he said, don't play with me. Do not play with me, because I will be up and suing your ass. All right. So that's anybody that's out here reporting anything that's contrary and lies towards Terrence Howard. He let your ass know. Okay, before you talk about me, bitch, come and talk to me. All right. I love that, honey. Shout out to Soldier Radio. Let's move it on. Yes, honey. He let their ass know, cleared them. All right. Let's get into. Child, this topic right here gonna upset a lot of people. Anytime you get talking about child support, baby, people clear the room. People don't want to hear about no damn child support. Now there's a new law that's getting ready to take effect in Texas. Everything happening in Texas, all right? They're taking away, you can't use your food stamp money for candy and unhealthy foods anymore, sodas and all that. They're taking that away, and they're starting in Texas. Now they're doing this whole situation here with the damn child support. It says the Texas Senate passes a bill requiring fathers to pay child support from the date of the child's conception, not the birth. Damn. So that means while the mama is carrying, she down there at the bank like this right here, counting her trinkets, girl. Yes. Okay. That's for anybody out here want to be out here having 47 kids, unmarried. Okay. Not that you got to be married. You should. It's biblically you should, because having children is supposed to be for procreation purposes anyway. All right. To be married, it says in the Bible, to be married and procreate. We have a lot of people out here who celebrate, and nothing against nobody to have babies out of wedlock. People just out here having babies all willy-nilly. So understand now that there's a new law that's already been put in place, and it's been passed in Texas, and I'm pretty sure it's going to probably be worldwide here soon, where a woman that's pregnant, the child, she would be getting child support at the date of conception and not the day that she have the baby. So that's some child support for your ass right there. And don't even let it be twins, okay? Child. Somebody's pocket's going to be rabbit ears, baby. Let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it.
Recognizes that the responsibility that the mom is bearing doesn't begin at birth, but starts months before that.
And while I agree with you on that, I think we also agree on the free exercise of religion, correct?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Definitely. Yes, Senator.
So how does this square with Judaism, which believes that life begins at first breath?
Well, Senator, I would say if the purpose of our child support system is to make sure that both parents are sharing in those responsibilities, and the mom who's obviously physically bearing the child, that the mom isn't left without help. And so I don't think it's a matter of dispute that expenses and medical care, those needs arise before birth. And this recognizes that.
But this bill is creating an obligation to the mother or to the child?
Well, Senator, that's a great point. This makes sure that the mother is taking care of prenatal care and postnatal care. Most of this, the framework that Senator Menendez and Senator Hinojosa were talking about, and you know, that framework already exists. We're just clarifying that the mom has already had some need for help before the birth takes place.
Should parents start socking away money for what amounts to a performance bond if they have a male child once they reach puberty?
I don't know. Help me out with that question.
Once, say, boy child becomes sexually active, since they are now open to the risk of some financial responsibility whenever they have sex, should parents start establishing some kind of bond for that child's sexual activity until they become an adult and can pick up that bond on their own?
Well, Senator, whatever risk that exists today without Senate Bill 942, the difference is that the financial responsibility would begin at birth. So we're talking about significant cost and significant child support responsibility once a child is born. In the grand scheme of the amount that a father would owe, this is not a whole lot of money, but it does recognize that to the mom, those expenses are real and those costs are real. It recognizes that the responsibility that the mom is bearing.
Get that? Now they're talking about even teens or children that's coming out having children as well. Will the parent be held responsible until that child is of age to start making his or her own money, or his own money rather, to carry on the financial responsibility of said child, okay, like child support? So say you got a teenager that's 16 years old and go out here and impregnate a girl. Will the parent say that you may be responsible for that child financially, being that your child is still a minor? So your parent may be, or the parents may be responsible for said child's son's child or unborn child until that child is of age to get a job and supported financially, because child support will be expected during the child's conception. So it's fine as soon as that mother find out that she's pregnant, boom, go on down there and file for child support. Okay, and of course the mother carries for 9 months, so that's 9 months of straight money, and we ain't gonna talk about it after that. That's 18 years and 21 years if they decide to go to college. So it's just it's cheaper to strap up. It just is. But I know people don't want to strap up, and with all these diseases that's out here now and things that you can't get rid of. I saw a video the other day, and I'm gonna have to pull it and not trying to scare nobody. This guy came on to say that he was HIV positive and he had 6 other STDs because he was dating this person who was infected and did not tell this said person, and he found out that he was HIV positive and had other STDs as well from this person. And once he contacted said person to let him know, you infected me, they blocked his number and didn't give a fuck about it. You got people out there that's like that. So my thing is this: we are in 2025 where people are still risking their lives, because anytime you sleep with somebody unprotected, you're risking your life. You are risking your life. Granted, it is against the law to infect someone knowingly if you have something and you don't tell them. But yeah, even if you go to court, the only thing you can get is treatment and payment. Shit, you still got that shit. So why not, if you're going to be sexually active and you're gonna be out here thought shopping, get your ass out here and get some. I mean, hell, go to the down there to most places give out free condoms everywhere you go, damn near. Okay. You're going down there to get you some, going to get child support. I'm pretty sure they got a little stand up there where they give you child support. You're going to get, I know what's the other place where they give you free condoms? Where you go and file for like WIC, like the WIC office and places like that. They give you free condoms and shit in there. So it's no excuse. It's no excuse. If you can't afford condoms, people give them out free. Don't be out here catching shit and making children that you know you can't take care of, because now they're creating tougher laws and creating laws to where now you got to do that shit. And it's unfair for a parent or a single mama who is out here barely making ends meet, and their 16-year-old go out here and knock somebody's child up, and now she's got to add to the bills that she's already struggling to pay because her child can't keep his penis in his pants, out here creating kids that they can't take care of. It's sad. It's a sad situation. So they're starting it here in Texas. The Senate has already passed this bill requiring fathers to pay child support from the date of the child's conception and not at birth. That's usually how it goes. Now, the other question is raised here is, what's to say that you're paying for child support for said child at conception, only to find out once the child is born and paternity tests are done to find out that said child is not theirs? Of course, you will have to probably do that back pay. But that's the fucked up part about it, because you have women out here claiming that a person is their father or child's father, and that's not the case. Maybe because they live a better lifestyle than the person that they originally got knocked up with. We see it all the time. So is it fair that a single mother or family have to pay child support for a child that's not their child's and interrupt their income because their child was, blamed to be the father or is the father? Shit, I don't want, if my son go out here and have a baby, I don't want them tapping into my money. I don't want to pay child support for somebody else's damn child. But that's what it's given. So parents, educate your children on if they're going to be intimate, because the internet now is teaching our children. The kids can see anything on the internet now. Okay, you don't have to have that little birds and the bees talk with your kids no more. They can just go on Google or YouTube. Okay, I'm just saying, they probably know more about you than sex right now, your children. They could probably teach you some shit that you don't even know. And that's the sad part. So you got to educate your children. You got to be educated as adults. Do not be out here creating kids if you can't take care of them, because they got to eat. They got to have clothes. They got to have schooling. They got to have, medication if they get sick, whatever the case may be. It's expensive as fuck. I'm a mother, so I know. And the older they get, it's going to only get more expensive. Let's not even think about when they get in high school. Okay, 12th grade to be exact. My mama said, oh my God, when you were a senior in high school, it's like everything. It was like every other week you had to pay for something. Cap and gown, school pictures, like every damn thing. Class ring, all that shit. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh my God. Okay, my son going on school trips and shit now. Okay, they just hit our pockets for 25 for my son to go on a school trip right before spring break. Okay, damn near $30. I was like, bitch, what? They said if the parent would like to accompany, it would be $35. I said, I wish the fuck I would. Y'all gonna have a good time, okay? Y'all gonna have a good time. Watch my child, okay? I had to sign a little consent form. But back to this situation, guys. Be safe. Strap it up. If you're not trying to be having no more kids, the laws are getting tougher now, okay? You shouldn't be out here having babies all willy-nilly like that anyway. Not to be counting nobody coochie miles, but women, slow it down. Shit, all right? Slow it down. If the man ain't trying to put no ring in, my grandma said, no ringy, no dingy. That's the old term back in the day. Grandma say no ringy, no dingy. If you ain't trying to put a ring on it and be around for a little while, don't be out here thinking you're just gonna be getting the kitty cat all free and feel it and willy-nilly. I'm just saying. Calm it down. Cool y'all draws down out here. Shit, it ain't that serious. And yes, it does feel better unprotected. But then when you get up and your ass is scratching and you see some bumps that you didn't have before, it ain't so worth it then, is it? Is it? Is it so worth it then? Oh yeah, while you're in the moment, that shit feel good. With no condom. It sure the hell do. I'm married, I know. It feel good with no condom. But then when you get up and you got to take that little ride down there to the clinic and they tell you got some shit that you didn't have before you lay down, it's not so worth it then, right? Okay, well, moving on. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, let's protect ourselves, all right? You only get one life. You only get one life. If I'm going out of here, it ain't going to be on no fucking STD or no HIV or any other damn V. I'm just saying. All right, moving on, girl. Moving on, y'all protect yourself. Shout out to Wendy Williams. Let's get into what she has to say. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Y'all be putting y'all mouth in places that you shouldn't put your mouth. And you don't even know what that person got. All right? Ariana out here eating ass. Let me go ahead and just say it. All the kids, I hope no kids ain't watching me. Y'all know I like to be too graphic, but I will. Okay? People out here eating ass unbeknownst to them and what's going on within that ass. I'm just saying, y'all better wake up. Wake up. All right. Your lips are sliding on cucumbers and you don't know what's on the cucumber. Can I say it that way, YouTube? I hope so. Okay. You out here deep throating and everything else. Stop shopping and deep throating. Okay. Be sitting at home on that shit. Yeah, okay. But going down there and get checked out. Got some shit growing in your throat region. That's right here. Right here. You doing had one of them wild nights with your leg over the headboard and your head hanging off the bed on this shit. And get the coughing and whatnot. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Go in there to go pee and that shit be burning. Y'all know y'all do. Making Sprite cans disappear in your mouth because you don't listen to Lil' Kim over there. She said, I'd make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. Why would you want to do that? And get stretch marks around your mouth region? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to be an overachiever like that? We got some overachiever hoes in the building. Some of y'all in here. I ain't gonna call nobody out. Okay? You get out y'all business shit. There's some overachiever hoes in this building. Y'all in here. You watching me. I love you down. Thank you for supporting my video. But there's some overachiever hoes. Some of y'all nasty as fuck. I'm just saying it right now. Y'all need to calm the fuck down. Because there's too much shit out there. Ain't nothing out here. Yes, you slobbing on knobs, cucumbers, all that, baby. Head hanging off the bed and all kind of shit. Nigga putting his dick in your ear and all that. And y'all niggas over there like, I can hear you coming, bitch. Okay. You're going to be in there laid up with your damn ear up on the table. Them x-ray in your damn ear trying to see what's up in that bitch, too. You better stop it. Some overachiever hoes in the building. Here's some hoes in it. Here's some hoes in it. Y'all in here. Y'all know I'm raw. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know I say what I want to say over here. All right, we grown, right? Yeah, infection all in the fucking ear. The nigga done put some shit in your ear. You like, fuck. I got the ear herpes in this bitch. Fuck. How I get that? Scratching your ear itching and everything at work. Your ear itching and everything at work. You can't even take no calls at work because your motherfucking ear is itching because you got somebody that's put some shit in your ear over there being nasty. Yes, you were. Sit over here. Hello, yes. Hold on. Let me put you on hold right quick. Shit. About to scratch your whole motherfucking ear off because you got some shit in there. You got the people on hold. Okay. You got the people on hold at work trying to scratch that shit out your ear because you've been over there letting people put some shit in your ear. You over there. Oh, yeah. On that shit. I better calm that shit down. Put your legs down. Close your legs. Some of y'all is fast out here. Now, let me talk to y'all. Some of y'all are fast out here. A nigga step on your foot and your legs fly open, bitch. Calm your asses down. Walk around with no damn drawers on being nasty. In there cooking like Ving Rhames and shit for a nigga. That ain't your real nigga. He got 5 bitches already and you number 6. And you in there frying eggs with no drawers on. Unbeknownst to you. Okay? The bumps are getting ready to start bumping. Yes, they are. And you think you are doing something out here and you're not. Okay? That's what penicillin is for, girl. Get into it. And that might not even clear it up. Okay? Yeah, that might not even clear it up either. Yeah, I don't know. But do what you do. I don't know what you do. Okay, I'm good over here. I ain't got shit. So, whatever, child. Keep dick hopping and thought shopping out here. Do what you do. All right, moving on, girl. Let's talk about Wendy Williams because she is still mad out here, girl. She is still trying to get from under this to my citizenship, this guardianship. Damn, to my citizenship. Yeah. They said, get off my foot, hubby. Not get off my foot. Sunny Days is a mess. True TV says she's screaming. Hell yeah, y'all gonna be screaming when that damn bumps get deforming out there. I'm saying y'all better cool it down now. You better cool it now. Ooh, watch out. Hey, you better cool it down, okay? You better cool it down. Sitting there to work with no ice pack on your walk because your shit is itching. You can't even go in no meetings and she calling out and use all your damn sick days because your shit is out here itching. You be trying to hang out with your girlfriends and just scratching like a dog with a rash. That's how some of y'all gonna be if you don't slow it down because your ass is too nasty out here. But like, girl, let me tell you, girl, yesterday, hold on, shit. Oh, damn. You like that with it. All up in it, child. Just, all up in it. All up in every crevice. All in the cavities and shit. You like, oh, girl, let me let you go. Because, girl, we can't hang out this week, girl. You need to go check that out. Because, girl. Shit. No, rip your panty line off. Because your ass is over there itching. Because you done laid down with Larry last night. And Larry got some shit you didn't know about. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Larry done got you bumped up. You got bumps from the front to the motherfucking back. Because you done laid up over there with Larry with his nasty ass. But anyway, because these men don't tell you shit. And they don't. They just want the booty and they don't tell you shit. They got every STD known to man. And some shit that we don't even know about yet. And you go over there and sleep with this motherfucker with no condom? In 2025? You deserve whatever you get. I ain't even mad. No, I'm not pointing my hand your way and praying for you. No, I am not. No, I am not donating to your Cash App or your GoFundMe. The fuck that. No, because you know better. I'm going to pour something out for you, for the homies, and I'll clean that shit up later. Right here on my damn floor. That's where I'm at with it. Yes, I will. All right, let's move on, child. Wendy Williams waiting on me. Wendy is waiting on me. All right, so Wendy, girl. Wendy, now they're saying that a resurfaced footage from the 2022 of Wendy's regarding the letter recently leaked by TSR. So let's get into it. All right, so that Wendy told us in 2022, shout out to the Shade Room and shout out to the Wendy Archives, because that's what we're watching, recently leaked the letter that put Wendy under the guardianship. All right. Y'all laughing now. You're going to cry later. I see y'all in the chat. Everybody laughing.
A former doctor, okay, had medical information about me that I never even got. It was sent over to Lori Schiller. So I haven't gotten the stuff. I fired the doctor. And again, all I want to know is, where is my money? This is not right. And certainly, this is not fair. This is not fair. Without evidence, they're being weird to me, this court system. Without evidence, they took all this information and continued with what's going on with me based on what Wells Fargo is doing. A former doctor, okay, had medical information about me that I never even got. It was sent over to Lori Schiller. So I haven't gotten the stuff. I fired the doctor. And again, all I want to know is, where is my money? This is not right. And certainly, this is not fair. This is not fair.
Did I tell y'all they're stealing from Wendy? I feel like that guardian is stealing her money. This woman right here saying, "What is my money now?" Y'all locking my ass up in this room, telling me I can't go nowhere, but my bank account steady going down. Hello, girl, I be asking for an itemized printout of my shit. Okay, I want to know all the way down to the penny. Since I've been under guardianship, I want to know what my money was spent on. We're gonna figure it out, honey. All right, rent is this. Okay, extracurricular is this. Food is this. Like, I want an itemized printout of what the hell y'all spent since my ass was under a guardian. Okay, and we're gonna figure this shit out real quick in terms of where my money is going. Because now y'all know her ex-husband was trying to get $7 million from everybody, trying to get in her pocket. It's a reason why this guardian don't want her to be from under the damn guardianship. Like, it's something going on. I really feel like it. And they trying to make it seem like Wendy is crazy so that they can keep her under this guardianship and keep taking her money. Y'all keep in mind, Wendy had a lot of money from the Wendy Williams show. She was paid as hell. And it's crazy they putting her in this high-ass expensive $13,000 a month apartment where she can only look out the fucking window like she in prison. She said it's like a rich prison. That's what it's like. So I feel like they got her ass locked up in there and they steady chipping away at her money. And she's going to probably die broke. That's the sad part of it all. She's fighting for her freedom. And people really think this shit is funny. Like, and it all sparked from her son overspending and having her, having to have a guardianship over her stuff. And that's sad that her son initiated it. And I don't think he did it on purpose, but I think he was doing like all young kids do. Oh, my mama got money. I'm going to go out here and spend it. Is she giving me the card, bitch? I'm just going to, hey, Uber Eats every day, bitch. I mean, he spent a lot of money. They was like, whoa, that's not normal, child. So now she's under this situation that she's trying to get out of from Wells Fargo Bank, having someone be over her money. That's got to be a sad situation when you got all this money that you're sitting on and somebody got to tell you when you can spend it, what you can spend it on, where you can spend it. Like, that's too much. Like, you might as well be a child again. Hell, I'll be mad at that. Fuck that. All right, let's move on, child. Let's move on, child. All right, so we're not gonna stay on this long. I wanted to talk about this because sometimes when you go out with your homies to try to have a good time, especially if it's for your birthday, most of the time it's understood that everybody's going to chip in whatever part of your bill that should be paid. It's just understood that it would be paid because it's your birthday. Well, not in this situation right here, okay? I would hate to know I went out with some broke friends that was on this level of bullshit. But it's just understood. If we're all going out, it's my birthday. Most of the time, your friends, it's understood they're going to pick up the tab. All right. That's just usually how it is. I don't know. That's how it is with my friends. If we all go out and say, oh, my homegirl birthday is today. Okay, we're going to all go out and have a good time. It's understood that me and whoever else is there celebrating, whoever birthday it is, we're going to pick up the tab for the person whose birthday. Is that how y'all do? Is that how y'all do? We pick up the tab. Girl, get your drinks. Eat whatever you want. Get the dessert, all that shit. Do all that. We're going to come together and pay for your bill, or just one of us choose to pay for the bill. It's understood if it's your birthday, you're not going to pay. But not in this situation, because Black people going to always look at the bill. Girl, I only had a sweet tea and a fry and a sandwich. That's it. Y'all out here ordering all these damn drinks. I ain't have no drink. Y'all know how Black people do. We don't want to pay for no shit that's extra than us. But my thing is this. Y'all all going out together. Don't put my shit on everybody else's bill. Give me my own bill. Let me pay my shit and be out. But this right here is some ratchet shit. Let's get into it.
I'm not splitting no check. I told them to get separate. I'm not splitting no check with y'all, so I don't know why y'all talking.
So the birthday girl is refusing to split a check with her friend group. She says that I'm paying for my own ish. All right.
I'm not doing it. I didn't eat all that y'all ate. Y'all getting drinks. Y'all didn't get all that. I got this. No, it don't matter. It's my birthday. I got it paid for. We're not gonna do this birthday. So y'all trying to split the check? Don't pay for your shit. I'm paying for my own shit. We need to get separate checks. I'm not splitting no check. I can't wait till 24 hours ago. Why would I split a check with y'all? Why would I split a check? I'm at home though. I'm paying for my own shit. I'm not splitting no check because I just eat all that. Got drinks and all that y'all got. Well, we always do that. I don't always do a fuck thing. I be by myself. I'll be by myself. I ain't by myself. I'm paying for my side. Don't eat with y'all. I'm not y'all drink no more of this bottle. I ain't got to. I'm too high. You feeling great. I'm too high. You feeling great.
Okay. Ghetto. Y'all should have asked this before y'all even sat down and ordered. All right, who paying for what? How we doing this? If y'all gonna go as a group, but I mean, typically, if I'm going somewhere with someone, I already know I'm paying for my own shit. It ain't no question of it. Like, I ain't sitting here arguing with nobody about who paying for what. It's just understood. If I come and join, then we paying now. If we all going out with, my homegirl or whatever, and it's her birthday, like I said, one of us will pick up the tab, or both of us will just split the tab, however we choose to do it. But this right here is some ghetto shit. All right. Like, this is some ghetto shit. Y'all should have figured this out prior. Y'all sitting out here, these people, restaurant out here yelling and hollering and acting ghetto as hell. All right, acting ghetto as hell. Then the other girl done told her, "Well, don't drink no more to drink. Then if that's how you feel, okay." But everybody should have been ordering their own drinks. I don't know why people don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too organized. I just don't like no ghetto bullshit like this. Like, don't invite me nowhere and be on this right here, because it should. Y'all, everybody's sitting at the table grown. Okay, if you ain't got no money, you shouldn't be there anyway, because I'm not fit to pay for your shit and mine. If you ain't got no money, I'm gonna say it again. If you ain't got no money, what you here for? Because I'm not about to split mine and yours, and you done sat here and ate more than me and order drink after drink after drink with your drunk ass. Yeah, no. They gonna throw gratuity and all that shit on there. I'm not, no. Hell no. Hell no. Then I got to file you on my damn taxes as a dependent. Cause your ass out here doing the most. No. You got no money, don't come. If you ain't got no money, don't come. I'm gonna say it again. Cause you got people that do that. Come popping up and they ain't got no money but order more than everybody else, and they want to sit there and argue about the damn bill when they get there. And pick out what they order. Well, I only had the sweet tea with lemon. And I only had the fries, and then I got a side of this, and then I had 3 drinks. Girl, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Get in there and wash them damn dishes. That's what you can do. All right? Wash the dishes. I'll be in the car. Moving on. All right, so we're going to play the 911 call for Tyreek Hill, where his mom, the wife's mom, actually dialed 911. They sent on Monday to report the domestic dispute involving NFL superstar and her daughter. And the audio of the call says that can be heard telling the dispatcher that she's scared. Now, y'all know they said that he grabbed the baby and ran to the balcony. The way they reported it was that he grabbed the baby and ran to the balcony like he was going to dangle the baby off. That's what was in my mind whenever I heard it. But once I saw the video, it was looking like he was pacing back and forth. He had already slammed the laptop onto the floor, or the computer onto the floor, and then he grabbed the baby because the mother of the child was saying that he don't spend enough time with the child. So in anger, he grabbed the child, was pacing back and forth, and even walked out on the balcony. And someone caught that on video, which then sparked the girl's mother, the wife's mother, to call 911. All right, so just for those of you that did not watch my video yesterday, to catch you guys up, let's go ahead and listen to the 911 call so that you guys can kind of put 2 and 2 together in terms of what's going on. Okay, let's get into it.
You're not going to do this. You don't push me. You push me in my video. Yes, you did. It's crazy. And I don't care. Stop saying. I don't care. Now they're blaming me for calling the police. They might.
It's okay. You did right. You did it.
So he's like trying to calm it down because he knows he'll yell at you and he's going to lose his career over this. I mean, where are y'all? Girl, I'm so scared. You're not going to do this. You don't push me. You push me in my video. Yes, you did. It's crazy. And I don't care. Stop saying. I don't care. Now they're blaming me for calling the police. They might.
It's okay. You did right. You did it.
So he's like trying to calm it down because he knows
Y'all hear that? The mama obviously was upset. Y'all heard her screaming and hollering in the damn 911 call, okay? But 911 was called, and he was seen out on the balcony with the baby. I feel like he was a little too close to the edge. I ain't gonna hold you. Do I think that he was getting ready to drop the baby? I don't know what was in his mind to do, but he did walk back in, and it didn't seem as the baby was posed a threat outside on the balcony. Not from what I saw, but 911 was called. The wife did, in fact, go and file for divorce from Tyreek Hill after their altercation, because she was saying that things had been, going left for a very long time. So this particular incident caused her to do so. She did have a bruise on her chest, according to what police said whenever they arrived, but she was saying that he did not attack her in any way. So I don't know. She's decided to move on. I think that's a great idea, because obviously this situation is very toxic, okay? And you have a small child, which is still an arm baby, a toddler, infant rather. That's not a good situation to be in. All right, so let's get into some reality TV, because I know that's what you guys are waiting for. All right, save that to the end, child, so we can get all the other mess out the way. Let's get into some reality TV. As you guys know, Basketball Wives is coming back. We do have the trailer for that so that you guys can see it. In this same trailer, there's an issue going on with Jackie Christie and her daughter, to where her daughter pushes Jackie in this particular clip here, and they're getting ready to get into a physical altercation. You guys are going to see that, all right? I will be watching Basketball Wives because I've been watching since it came on. I may cover some clips from it, probably not in its entirety. Whatever is like hot news in terms of kind of like Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'll cover that. But I'm just not going to sit here like I do with Love and Marriage Huntsville. So at the beginning of the episode, such and such and such, like I don't care that much. But I will give you guys the juicy deets in terms of what happens on the show. All right, but let's get into this trailer. This is here's Basketball Wives season 12 trailer. The new season premieres Monday, May the 5th, 8/7 Central on VH1. Okay, let's get into it. Shout out to Reality TV Entertainment.
I am a married woman. I'm chewing on about 30
Lord.
carats. Chomp chomp.
There were stories coming out about Christian being a scammer, but she got married to this fool. She's dumb as Oh my God.
Now that my daughter Chantel is here, hopefully we'll get to spend a lot more time together.
We have to have boundaries. And if we don't, I'm out of here.
I don't get a key?
What?
Being Muslim was never on my bingo card, but
I come in peace till I don't. I want to hear her next snap.
I am Ming Lee.
I'm Tai Young. I never was trying to be with nobody else.
Your phone record says differently. Who is Shonda?
Ain't my phone. It's go time.
Now is the time to address elephants in the room.
We're not going to make this about Christian.
I get it, that's your man or whatever, but sometimes a mother bring you down.
I'm not listening to this.
Don't! Tell your man to stop stealing money, stop being a thief.
Storyline.
I don't know where we go from here.
honestly, Evelyn is the worst out of all of them.
I want to slap the shit out of her sometimes.
Ooh, girl.
Where is this sisterhood that y'all speak of?
You can go to hell too, baby.
It went from 0 to 200 flat.
I'm excited, but you know what? I'm gonna need a drink.
Be for real for once in your life.
You're lucky I'm even sitting here entertaining you.
Do you hear yourself?
Stop it.
Look how you look as a mother. Don't touch me.
Baby, it's gonna be good. This season gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And they don't put Jackie Christie's daughter Chantel up on the show, girl. It's getting ready to be lit. It's gonna be all of that, and I'm gonna be watching. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot to talk about from this show. I really, really do. So, yeah, Jackie Christie is fighting with her daughter, child, and ain't speaking to her other daughter, the one she don't want on TV because she dark skinned and because she has some developmental issues. Y'all know how Jackie Christie is, honey. She's all about image. But so yeah, it's gonna be crazy. As you guys can also see, Evelyn Lozada gonna be fighting still with what's the child name, Jennifer Williams, about her criminal ass husband, child. And Ming Lee, you guys see her and Ty Young, they're gonna be having some issues because Ty is said to be cheating, child. That's Mimi Foss ex-girlfriend. So that's gonna be an issue. And so many other issues on the show. All right, so we're gonna play it one more again for the people in the bike that did not get to see if you guys just entered the room. Let's play it one more again so y'all can take it all in. All right, one more again so you can take it in. Let's go.
I am a married woman. I'm chewing on about 30 carats. Chomp chomp.
There were stories coming out about Christian being a scammer, but she got married to this fool. She's dumb as
Oh my God. Now that my daughter Chantel is here, hopefully we'll get to spend a lot more time together.
We have to have boundaries. And if we don't, I'm out of here.
I don't get a key?
What?
Being Muslim was never on my bingo card, but
I come in peace till I don't. I want to hear her next snap.
I am Ming Lee.
I'm Tai Young. I never was trying to be with nobody else.
Your phone record says differently. Who is Shonda?
Ain't my phone. It's go time.
Now is the time to address elephants in the room.
We're not going to make this about Christian.
I get it, that's your man or whatever, but sometimes a mother bring you down.
I'm not listening to this.
Don't! Tell your man to stop stealing money, stop being a thief.
Storyline.
I don't know where we go from here.
honestly, Evelyn is the worst out of all of them.
I want to slap the shit out of her sometimes.
Ooh, girl.
Where is this sisterhood that y'all speak of?
You can go to hell too, baby. It went from 0 to 200 flat.
I'm excited, but you know what? I'm gonna need a drink. Be for real for once in your life. Lucky I'm even sitting here entertaining you.
Do you hear yourself?
Stop it.
Look how you look as a mother. Don't touch me.
Child, what y'all think, honey? Ooh, I'm gonna be watching, girl. Ooh, child. Yes, I will be watching because it's gonna be giving everything it needs to give, honey. Jennifer, you one of the dumbest people on reality TV, and I just gotta say that. Jennifer Williams, you are one of the dumbest, slowest, most gullible person I've ever seen in my entire life. You're a pretty girl, but you ain't shit up here. Ain't nothing up there but air, girl. Ain't nothing up there. You get scammed by, if there's a scammer out there, girl, they gonna meet you. Okay. And you've been through this shit so many times that you just do not see when you being scammed and being taken advantage of. Like, how many times, like, you done been on a show about scamming, talking about a nigga done took your Range Rover and you still out here running around to, I got a prize, girl, 13 carats or whatever, girl. So the fuck what? And that same money that he spent on them carrots, girl, probably came from fraud money, and you sit up here, girl, looking stupid as hell, looking dumb as hell. That's why none of the girls came to your wedding. Nobody from the show came to her wedding. Did y'all know that? She got married to this fool, and none of them came to the wedding. Like, none of them. Carlos was there, but none of the cast came to the wedding because they were like, this some bullshit. We ain't coming to support this mess because we already know where it's going. Jennifer is so gullible and desperate. It is crazy, girl. Like, the nigga is much younger than you. And not there's anything wrong with dating somebody younger, but he is definitely a shyster. He is definitely a fraudster. Like, the nigga was in jail for being abusive to his ex-girlfriend. Like, the girl almost passed away to some shit that he did to her. And you sitting there and gonna still marry him? Like, you better than her? Like, why do women think that if a nigga if he's a scammer or abusive, that the shit can't happen to them too? Jennifer is dumb. But Evelyn, you not want to be giving nobody advice on a man either, because once you with Chad Ochocinco only like 5 or so days, and the nigga head butted you like a damn cow out here, girl. In that little ass car y'all was riding around in, because you found some condoms in his car. You ain't want to give anyone any type of relationship advice. Once you are over there trying to be married to Carl Crawford with his abusive ass, with his lying, cheating ass, with his thieving ass, the guy he did Megan Thee Stallion. What you and you run around trying to have babies with athletes so you can secure the bag too, Evelyn. So you really not nobody to be telling nobody nothing, girl, because your relationships don't be worth shit either. Jackie Christie, you need to find out why you can't get along with your daughters and why you stay fighting with them and why your kids don't respect your ass. Okay, Chantel about to knock your damn block off on national television, and that's not a good look for you, sis. Ty Young, you stay jumping from woman to woman, and now you on here with this child on here, and y'all talking about why you cheating and whatnot. Baby, you already knew Ty was cheating when she was with Mimi False, so you on national television looking dumb as well, child. But I'll be watching, nevertheless, okay? I will be watching these damn shenanigans and this bullshit, all right? Because it's entertainment. But let's move on. Somebody else that's entertaining me thoroughly today is Kenya Moore, and the fact that she cannot move on from the fact that she did some foul shit and it got you kicked off the show, okay? So now she is on here giving this little interview, and Nene decided to clap back and let her know, yes, bitch, the same thing that you're saying about me, it applies to you as well, all right? So let's get into it. So Nene Leakes reposted a video of Kenya Moore talking about Bravo phasing Nene out of season 12 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So you up here still running your mouth and your ass done been phased out, and your house about to be auctioned off and every damn thing else. Your spa ain't doing shit, and you're worrying about everybody else, and your shit ain't right over here, Kenya. But let's get into what was said.
Clearly means that the network is sending you a message. You're not as important as you think you are. The message is very clear. Either the network feels that you're still a valuable asset on the show, or they don't, and you're replaced or phased out, and you just have to move on. That clearly means
hold on, because somebody's asking me when is basketball coming back. May 5th, you guys. May 5th, 8/7 Central on VH1, okay? For those of you that want to watch Basketball Wives, it will be on VH1, coming back on Monday, May the 5th, all right? 8/7 Central, all right? That is for season 12, all right? Let's get back to this. So let's get back into what Kenya Moore had to say, and Nene is co-signing that the same thing you're trying to say about me is very much about you as well.
That the network is sending you a message. You're not as important as you think you are. The message is very clear. Either the network feels that you're still a valuable asset on the show, or they don't, and you're replaced or phased out, and you just have to move on. That clearly
ain't that what just happened to you? While you crying and doing post after post after post, now you trying to get a YouTube channel to go cry over there too, can you? Girl, the same can be said about you. And Nene said it as well. Nene said, hey, Nene, y'all can see here, Nene Lee's Bravo Celebrity. She says the message is very clear with the eyes like, girl, you trying to talk about me, but where you at? Are you on the show? Oh, I didn't think so. Okay, so you might want to keep my name out your mouth and figure out how you can get back on the show. And I ain't got to be on no show because y'all know Nene, she's making money other places, but you, girl, not so much. Check that. And move on yourself. All right, moving on, girl. All right, so there's more tea to be talked about here. All right, so let's get into. We're still on Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. Let's continue. All right, so as you guys can see here, Britt Eady claims that Kenya Moore's friend, Ming Lee, okay, who is going to be seen also on Basketball Wives, told her that she has explicit images of her on her phone for a rainy day and that she is not innocent. So it's given that Ming Lee may have had something to do with giving these explicit images to Kenya Moore, at which Kenya Moore went out and put them on big ass poster boards, at which her ass got fired from the damn show. So you following up somebody else. They done gave you some shit on Britt Eady and you done used it, and now your ass is out of there, Kenya. So let's get into what it said here. What is it? The something archive says that you messy for telling Kenya that girl's business. Cute though, okay? Said Ming Lee then responds to that person by saying that the internet told that girl business. What I know is still in my phone, and I'm not on the show. Not my monkey, not my circus, not the monkey girl. So then Britt Eady comes back to say that the internet didn't tell Kenya anything because where is it all over the internet? Said that Ming told me herself in a drunken night at an event in Miami for a whole hour. Said that she has saved explicit images of me in her phone, saved for a rainy day, which is very weird. She says to admit to, said that she ain't innocent either and can't help we dated the same people. Okay, so Hollywood, you know, those circles are very small. So you're going to eventually wind up dating the same person, if that's what it is. So obviously somebody's mad because they dated the same person, decided to go out there and get some explicit images. According to what Britt Eady is saying, Ming Lee has some explicit images of her and gave them to Kenya Moore as like a little get back, a little girl gang up, if you will, and put the damn pictures out there. Now, Kenya, you ain't on the show no more as a result. All right, so let's move on because Porsha also has something to say about it as well. Porsha also had to check Kenya's ass as well because Kenya is on a mad tour right now because her ass ain't on the show, and you did it to yourself. Nobody told you to get up there and do that at your spa opening. So, girl, deal with what you got to deal with. Let's get into what Porsha had to say about Kenya.
There's a housewife still on the show right now who gave Kenya that nude information. No, I'm going to expose that. Everybody needs to know who she is. That was crazy to me. There's a house.
So now that we know who it is, it was Ming Lee. All right, I played this for you guys yesterday. Everybody was like, damn, who could it be? Could it be Drew Sidor? Could it be da-da-da? No, it was Ming. It was Ming Lee who gave the explicit pictures over to Porsha. I mean, not Porsha, but over to Kenya. And Kenya used those damn pictures and put them out there. And now her ass done got motherfucking fired. And now she's feeling a little nostalgic and mad and upset. And she's blaming everybody else. Typical narc behavior. And it is what it is. Now, we already said, yes, Britt Eady was kind of wrong for how she responded. But Kenya, you initiated this shit when you put them fucking pictures out there. You'd have to do that. If you had them in your phone, that's where the fuck they should have stayed. And when you put pictures out like that explicitly of someone that is called Revenge P, you lucky your ass ain't in jail right now or have legal charges pressed upon you for doing that bullshit. All right, so let's read what Kenya had to say in Porsha's response. Kenya says, absolutely no one on the show gave me anything. Stop using my situation for clickbait. All right, with the hand emoji like this. So you know Porsha ain't never scared of no fight. So she responded by saying, that's a lie. We talked all day and night, and I personally went to the network and production and fought for you before you showed her underage, because she was saying during the time that Britt Eady was underage during those pictures, underage explicit pictures. She says that I also went after as well because I was hurt. hold on. She said, I also went after as well because I was hurt that you had to leave. She says that I checked on you because I cared and I care. I'm not your enemy at Kenya. So Kenya is clapping at everybody on the cast because they're trying to hold her accountable for these damn pictures that she put out there. And she tried it with Porsha. And Porsha said, bitch, I went to the network to keep you on the show. I spoke up for you. So what you won't be doing is running your mouth to me and trying to make me feel like I'm your enemy. Like I'm the one trying to throw you under the bus when, bitch, I spoke up for you for them not to get rid of you. So that's what she's saying. Like, hello. So Ming pulled them damn pictures and gave them to Kenya. Kenya trying to say ain't nobody gave me shit. So if you saying you did it on your own, and Porsha saying that there was a conversation where y'all talked all day and night, and personally she went to the damn network, and that it was also told to her as well as Britt Edie that you were giving the pictures by Ming Lee, then bitch, that's what it is. Admit it. It don't matter no more. You're not on the show. So why you still gotta lie about it and still fighting about it? It don't matter. You ain't on the show no more. The bottom line is you show the pictures. Who cares where they got them from? The fact is you showed the shit. I don't give a fuck if you flew to the moon and got them and came back. You shouldn't have shown them. Period. I don't care where they came from. That's irrelevant. Who gave them to you? That's irrelevant. And that's fucked up. That somebody on the cast would do that to give you some shit. Say, hey, I ain't gonna do it. You put it out. I don't like that bitch either. Here. Look at her right here on her knees down there. Yeah. You put that shit out and you ain't on the show no more. So deal with it. Okay, get another job. Maybe you should go twerk something. Put your clear heels on. Go down there to Magic City and see if they hire you, girl, so you can save your house out here. All right, moving on because I don't care no more. All right, so what I do care about is let's get on into some Married to Medicine news, child, that I hope you guys can use. Child, they're doing the absolutely most out here. Moving on, child. So Sweet Tea, honey, Sweet Tea and Dr. G, you guys know, were banned. Well, not banned. That's a harsh word. Not banned. They were separated from the rest of the cast at the reunion for Married to Medicine because Dr. G filed a police report on Quad's man. Okay, so Sweet Tea is feeling away, and she's, I think, talking to her mother in this particular clip that we're getting ready to watch. Dr. G was also separated in a dressing room by himself as well from the fellas. He didn't like it. He was saying, hey, well, I'm sitting out here by myself and the guys are upstairs. Sweet Tea is saying that she also was made to be downstairs by herself as well as a result of her husband filing a police report on King. She didn't have a problem with the women on the show, so she's kind of catching a stray because of something Dr. G did. So let's get into what was said. Shout out to No Chaser TV. All right. So it says Letitia Lunsford, which is Greg, Dr. G's wife, reacts to being placed downstairs alone at Married to Medicine reunion while the entire cast is upstairs. So she's speaking to, I think this is her mother.
Hey, what you doing?
Up and talk to mama.
Hey, mama. Yeah, so they got me in a separate room. Gregory will be here pretty soon. And I don't know why. I really don't. But everybody's upstairs. I'm down here and trying to figure out really what's going on because I don't know if they acting like I'm in a danger to society or I just cause problems.
I guess you just shake the room.
But yeah,
You ready for the event today?
Yeah, I'm ready for the reunion. I debated if I was gonna come or not. I had a couple events here while I was in New York and did bring my dress just in case. So I decided to show up.
Well, make sure you make this one count.
I'll make it count.
And no regrets either.
No, whatever I need to say, I'm leaving on the floor. Say what I need to say and address people that, speak to me.
Gaslight you. Gaslight.
Well, yeah, I mean, somewhat, but also I kind of almost feel like I don't have to address the ones that gaslight me. There's no reason to. Since the season wrapped and since I think the last time I've seen it and heard from anybody was like back in August. Like I ran into Simone and we've been all right. Toy don't reach out to me, so being here to me, I feel like I was just used for the moment, getting me behind the cameras, getting me there, but everything was cool before the cameras went up. And so now all of a sudden I just feel like there has been a shift and changes and I don't like that, and I want to depend on people that really care for me. I don't want it to be like I get pregnant and then all of a sudden now y'all want to come around, and why? would be the reason. Like, why would you want to do that? I'm gonna call my sisters.
Well, she's talking to her mother and her sister in this clip and letting them know she wasn't even going to come to the reunion, that she had some other stuff she was going to do in New York, and she brought her dress just in case and decided at the last minute to come on and go to the reunion. And now that she's there, they're treating her like shit, and they're trying to oust her and making her sit downstairs by herself while they're upstairs laughing and having a good old time. Y'all know she is real good friends with Simone, but she's not allowed to come upstairs. She has to sit downstairs like she's on some type of punishment or in timeout as a grown-ass woman, and that's kind of sad. So the way they are trying to do her, and then y'all know that Dr. Heavenly just did a post saying, do you think that Dr. G and Sweet Tea should come back next season? So they're slowly trying to push her and Dr. G out and slowly trying to pull Quad and her man in. Now, Quad is running around out here, honey, trying to do everything she can to secure her spot for next season. Let's get up off this and show you guys what was sent to me. All right. Let me get back to my main screen. Child, the people are going to be out here doing what the people got to do. Let's go ahead and get this on my screen. Because Quad, of course, is trying to save her spot on the show. All right. Even though she's not married to medicine anymore. She was when she was married to Dr. G, but she's not anymore. And a lot of people saying they don't feel Quad should be on the show. What you guys see on my screen is, shout out to Hip Hop Fandom. They're saying that Quad Webb, honey, shocks fans by announcing that she is indeed pregnant with her new lover, and she also reveals that the baby's gender. Now, they're saying she may be pregnant with a boy from what was brought to me, okay? They're saying that Quad may be pregnant with a baby boy by way of IVF because she, too, was having some issues getting pregnant. Funky Dineva has also co-signed because he is good friends with Quad, that Quad is indeed pregnant. Then she got pregnant by way of IVF. So I don't know how Sweet Tea is going to feel about that Quad has gone out here and gotten pregnant before her. I don't know what that's going to spark, because at one point Quad didn't want no kids, okay? And we all know Sweet Tea's been trying to have a baby, so that's probably going to be a little slap in her face and make her feel slightly irritated that Quad has gone out here and achieved something that maybe she's been trying to do for quite some time. So Quad is obviously, they're saying, expecting from King up over here, child. Okay, they're saying she is indeed expecting, and that she's alleged to be expecting a boy, a baby boy, from King. Now, y'all know King already has a daughter from a previous relationship with his ex. From what I'm hearing and what I was told, that he barely is in that child's life, that he barely even see that girl. So now he's getting ready to have a child with Quad. I hope that same energy does not apply. I'm just saying. They're saying you don't spend enough time or really spend that much time with your daughter that you have, King. And now you're doing out here and knock Quad up by way of IVF. So I don't know. And it said that he is also said he's going to put a ring on her finger, and they're talking about marriage as well. So I guess that's an honorable thing to get married. I mean, you done knocked her up. You might as well. But the nigga is a fraud as well. You and Jennifer Williams' husband ain't no damn different, okay? You ain't no damn different. And I'm going to go on and say it. I say allegedly be cute. But bottom line, he is a fraudster. You need to turn that Rolls Royce back in and stop out here stealing cars, allegedly, and pay off that $200 and something thousand attorney fees that your ass got to pay as well. King Quad, you gonna do it? He probably trying to hair up and marry you so that you would be on the hook to have to pay it, kind of like Jennifer Williams' husband. Because y'all know he had that restitution to pay back, and he was trying to hair up and marry Jennifer so he'll have some deals on her money as well. So it's giving King trying to hurry up and knock Quad up and hurry up and marry her so she can be on the hook for that little money that he got to pay out as well. But hey, if they like it, I love it, okay? I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Get up off my screen and goodbye. All right, let me see who else I got, y'all. Yeah, I got him over there. All right, let's take that down. Let's move on. Now, pay attention. I hope I don't got to edit this out, but if I do, so what? Pay attention. Now, y'all know we've been talking about, we're still on Married to Medicine. Pay attention to, and y'all have seen this clip. This was season 6 when Mariah cleared Heavenly, telling her that she had some receipts on Dr. Damon, child, okay? On Dr. Damon out here. So y'all pay very close attention to how Heavenly reacts when when Mariah let her know that she got some receipts on Dr. Damon, and Quad, why am I still talking about Quad? And Heavenly is gonna be trying to run up out of there because I think she knows that there's that Mariah knows something. All right, so I found this clip. I want to play it. Shout out to Kinsman Legree. All right, because that's what we saw. All right, let's get into it.
You can kiss it. And anybody else that go along with you on your fake, phony ass spiritual journey can kiss it too. And I hope you can stop pretending and you have one.
And your teeth are beautiful.
I know. Thank you. Well, you know what? You fix yours and your husband. don't you fix your husband with his small stuff?
Not small.
I can tell you a lot of people that have slept with Damon. Don't even do that. Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need
Did y'all see that reaction?
to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts. What is she talking?
Now, this is what Heavenly always does, all right? What is she talking about? I don't know what she's talking about. Same thing she did when everybody said her son was arrested. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard anything about that. She always play crazy when the truth is present. Y'all notice that with Heavenly? Heavenly likes to play crazy when the truth is present. Now, last night I showed the whole mugshot of her son being arrested. When she tried to say he was never arrested, there's no arrest record or nothing of him. There's no case. There's no open case. I showed y'all the proof on that. Wendy Williams is the prosecutor on it. Now, it's no different than the whispers that's been going around, and several women on the cast have said that they've heard about Dr. Damon being a whole cheater and having some side chicks and some Beckys out there. And now Heavenly now that just brought to her by Mariah, who says she has receipts about Dr. Damon. Look at Heavenly's reaction like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about your husband. Ask him what he really likes. No. You're a freaking liar.
Ooh.
No, you know I got it. I'm done talking to you. Don't do me.
I'm done talking to you. Not the person who likes to talk about everybody and put their shit out there. Now you're done talking to her because your shit getting put out there. Ooh, child.
I can say so much about your husband. I will not fight you.
We can't do this every time we get together.
Stop it. Bitch, bye. I think she walking up on me like she want to fight. You know what you can do with your apology? You can kiss it. And anybody else that go along with you on your fake, phony ass spiritual journey can kiss it too. And I hope you can stop pretending and you have one.
She said, I hope you can stop pretending, honey, and you have one. Because that's what this thing here like to do. Pretend that her life is all perfect, honey, and don't nothing happen in her family or in her life, child. And Mariah called that shit. I was like, come on, Mariah. That's why Mariah need to be back on the show. Because couldn't nobody handle Heavenly like Mariah. Heavenly couldn't fuck with Mariah, okay? Mariah had those clapbacks. Heavenly could not fuck with Mariah. And that's why I love Mariah. And I wish that she would be back on the show. But she ain't got to be.
These are beautiful. I know. Thank you. Well, you know, why don't you fix yours and your husband?
Why don't you fix yours and your husband's? Because that daddy teeth is fucked up, girl. All right.
Listen, why don't you fix your husband with his small stuff? I can tell you a lot of people that have slept with Damon.
Really? I can tell you a lot of people that slept with Damon.
Don't even do that. Do you want me to bring the receipts?
Look at that reaction. Baby, I had to pause it on that reaction, baby. That's a worried reaction. That's a reaction like, oh shit, what she know? That's a reaction of maybe my man did go out there and do it. But Heavenly already said in the interview, honey, that even if Dr. Daddy did go out there and cheat, he ain't mean it. What kind of shit is that, girl? So your man can go out here and be with 1,000 and a boatload of hoes and he ain't mean it? Girl, but somebody said they got a receipt on your man, and now you sitting looking like this, like you trying to figure out. Maybe one of those days that Dr. Daddy told me he had to work over, maybe that's when he was with that bitch. I don't know. I love it. I love it.
Do I need to bring the receipt, baby girl? Because I got receipts. What is she talking?
What is she talking about?
Talking about your husband. Ask him what he really likes. No. Sure.
Ooh, ask what he really like. Would it be a Becky girl?
A freaking liar. You know I got it. I'm done talking.
I'm done talking to you. Why we done talking? Now, you just hurled an insult at her calling her man Thang little. Do you even know what your man Thang look like anymore? Because he don't sleep in the bed with you no more at night. That's what the people had said, girl. Simone said that you told her that Dr. Damon don't even sleep in the bed with you. So do you even know what your man Thang even look like anymore? Okay, while you trying to tell Mariah, her man Aiden got a little small one over there.
Get to you. Don't do me. I can say so much about your husband.
Oh, I could say so much about your husband. And what the Heavenly do? She ain't clap back like she been doing. She went and got her damn purse so she can hightail it up out of there, honey. And look at Simone, because she know what Mariah is saying is the damn truth.
I will not fight you.
We can't do this every time we get together. Stop it.
Bitch, bye. I think she...
Oh my God. I think she want to fight me? Why all the cast want to fight you? First contestant want to fight you. Mariah want to fight you. Girl.
Walking up on me like she want to fight. You know what you can do.
Girl. Y'all see it right there. Y'all see that reaction when she said, I know a whole lot about Damon and I got receipts. Y'all see Heavenly's reaction like, maybe she do. Heavenly, you don't have a perfect situation, sis. Okay, it's okay. You can go ahead and tell us, and you can at any time you can go ahead and admit that your son do have a mugshot too. Okay, because the shit is out there. All right, let's continue on. All right, let's continue on. This is gonna be our last topic, child, because we gotta get out of here. Lord God. All right, we gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. All right, so last topic. We gotta talk about Stormie today, child. We gotta talk about Stormie today, because Stormie is still out here on her bullshit, girl. All right. Yes. Yes, let's go ahead and share. This is our last topic, child, because I gotta go. Got to go. Gotta go. All right. So you guys know Gisela Cosmetics, the little Becky child that says that Stormie stole her buttercream product over there, her Country Crock body, Country Crook buttercream or whatnot. She has blasted Stormie, and she's still talking about Stormie, but Stormie is clapping back in a very unfair type of way because she don't want the truth being told about her. All right. So now Gisela Cosmetics, honey, called Stormie out again by saying that Stormie is now trying to get her kicked off of TikTok by calling her out for stealing her buttercream product idea. Okay. So Stormie is clapping back because Gisela will not stop speaking out. She will not stop airing Stormie out, and Stormie is using her petty ways of trying to shut Gisela Cosmetics down because she's a smaller business or product owner than Stormie. She's smaller than Stormie, so Stormie don't want her speaking. So Gisela says that Stormie and her fans, you guys, are placing orders with Gisela's Cosmetics and then canceling the orders to try to hurt her business. She also says that they've been sending her threats as well, okay? Also, Stormie has started striking Gisela's videos over on TikTok to get them taken down and to get her entire TikTok channel taken down as well, and saying that Gisela is harassing her and bullying her because she has decided to call Stormie out for stealing her buttercream product. Okay, she is trying to shut her up from continuously exposing her and hurting her business. What do y'all think about that? Stormie has been striking Gisela's videos over on TikTok to keep her from speaking out. Now Gisela says that she has heard that Stormie, which is a bigger company, has announced that she was going to be announcing her new product, which is the buttercream. As you guys know, Gisela actually made the buttercream. So Stormie has announced that she'll be announcing her new product, the buttercream product, okay, on her TikTok. But then Gisela says that Stormie received some good old karma because customers had to be refunded for getting rotten product. And TikTok removed Stormie's products from their shelves, okay, causing her to lose money as well. And customers had to get their money back because of the product being bad. All right, we've heard of spores and stuff being growing in Stormie's products, but they're saying that orders, okay, the orders were being sent back. And people had to get their money back because of how Stormie was moving in business. And TikTok, of course, like I said, y'all know, removed Stormie's products. But so they're also saying that Stormie has even gone as far as removing Gisele's videos, having her videos removed, like one by one. Every time she do a video, Stormie is having them removed by mass reporting her on TikTok because she continues to expose Stormie, because Stormie is mad that Gisela Cosmetics is telling everyone that she stole her product and passing it off as her own and monetizing from it. Shout out to Classy Type Lady. Thank you so much, Classy Type Lady. Says, thanks for the awesome content this week. Of course. Y'all know I'm gonna try to stay on top of everything that's hot news so that you guys can be in the know, okay? But let's go ahead and listen to her video before it gets taken down of her airing out Stormie, okay?
On your For You page, do me a huge favor. Click the screen recording button, then repost the video, and then comment done, and I will literally send you a gift from my brand to you as a thank you. Not only are you helping my small business, you're also helping other small business that might be going through the same thing I'm going through.
All right, so as you guys can hear her, if you guys are not following her, I'm following her, as you guys can see on TikTok. She's saying for those of you that share her product and you know her videos about what's happening to her in terms of what Stormie is doing, she'll send you a free product. Okay, so you drop down in her DM and send her your information, and she'll send you some free product that she currently has as a thank you. Okay, let's continue.
Because I'm gonna expose this big business that literally ripped off our product. Okay, and has been bullying and harassing our account. And every time she gets my videos deleted by reporting them. Own your shit. Own your shit. Okay? Because you see the Bob house, they say we are Bobs, we own a Bob house. Okay, I'm taking your money, your husband's money, your grandma's money, everyone's money, period. And we're number one and we're good at it. Okay? And we all love them. Okay? But you're out here claiming products that are not yours, that you rip off from small business. Okay, but you can't be brave enough to come and say, oh, I'm a copycat, I'm unoriginal, this is not even my product. Okay? The guy that gave you your only idea literally left your company with a statement, she is shady and she is a thief.
Ooh.
The one that made you.
Is she talking about Kyle, honey? Okay, Gisela Cosmetics is clapping back. She's saying literally the person that actually helped make your company, which was Kyle, y'all know this Kyle, left and said that you were shady and that you were a thief. So she airing Stormie's ass out, honey, and she is being very matter of fact. Come on, girl.
With your only idea. She is shady and she's a thief. The Better Business Bureau doesn't even want your listing. They don't even want your ass in their page. They literally have a statement because of the many complaints over the years. Okay, that you have tried to hit. Okay, but if you do a deep dive, you'll see from the get-go she was a thief. And all this started because her customers are half my customers. So they kept tagging her account, tagging my account when they did video reviews because they love my oils and they love her glaze. So they will combine them, right? And then they will do a video review and they will tag us both. Stop tagging these small business with these big companies. Faces you see, hearts you don't. So she must have got tired or annoyed seeing my products every other day because then her customers would go and say, oh my God, they will go comment on the video that they just, tag us. We love your brand, we love your packaging, we love the pink and black, oh my God, Body Essence is bomb, this and that. And I guess she started getting envious of my brand because or annoyed that she would see, being tagged every other day to my brand. Something clicked, or greedy, because then as soon as we launched our product, Buttercream went number one on, on the TikTok shop for under category of body creams right the first week. And that's where she ripped it off. She saw our product, but she already had heard our announcement because we had announced it, we had put it in the website, and then we posted in the TikTok shop. But she straight up came and copied it. We'll try to at least. I'll get to that part. And then a week later, she did an announcement that she was going to launch her in her $1 million life. Imagine how I felt. A product that I have been working so hard for the past months on it. And I literally mind my business. I was literally here working, minding my business. I work 24/7, okay? And I come from dirt poor, so I work for my shit hard, okay? And I always mind my business. I hardly even show my face on my page. I'm always only promoting my products. And here's the shit. Imagine working so hard to have the set, and then you hear a big influencer with a big following launching your product in her $1 million life and claiming it as hers. Imagine that. But here's what it gets interesting. She got instant karma. Instant karma. The $1 million life that she did, she had a refund. Almost all her customers on that live because the first order that she sent out, she started sending brought-in product. They were literally receiving their buttercreams brown, moldy. And then, you know what's even sadder? Her customers were slobbing all that in their arms, contaminated shit. Okay, and here's what's so messed up. She was in such a rush to steal our product that she didn't even care if her customers ended in the hospital with a bacteria or something at all. That's how you know she's not in it for the skincare, for love for skincare. It's giving, I want to make a quick buck as soon as possible. I'm launching products left and right. Who knows from where she's taking them from? Okay, I'm launching them left and right to see what hits, what doesn't. Okay, a quick buck. That's what it's getting, greedy. Soon here, she's going to be in the socks category. She literally then blocked her own customers for 2 weeks. Her team came around blocking anyone that didn't agree with them. Literally hacked my account, deleted my videos. She gave a fake excuse that it was the fragrance. It was not the fragrance. I could use the darkest shade of fragrance here and you would see, okay, the fragrance doesn't do that. It could turn it, like, for example, blueberry or cheesecake, those are the darkest one. It could turn a little bit jello-ish, creamish, but it will not create mold. Greed got to her, okay. One of my affiliates who started with us from the get-go, from the beginning, that I had even written her a letter saying thank you, because we have mad love for her. She literally came and said to us, oh, we don't do that. We don't kick another business while they're down. Because I had called her out that that's what she got, instant karma. And she said, especially a black-owned business. Like throwing her race card at me. And I said, wait, did you go to her and tell her, oh, we don't do that. We don't copy another product from another minority business, especially a Latina-owned business. Throwing her race card at us. And I told her, because she didn't have to pick sides. She could have just stayed neutral since she sells her product and sells my product. But I told her, did you go to her, because since she decided to pick sides, did you go to her and tell her, oh, we don't do that. We don't copy a product. We don't steal a product of another small woman-owned business, especially a Latina-owned business. Did you do that? Guys, if you're seeing my video on your For You page, do me a huge favor. Click the screen recording button.
Y'all see that? Okay, so she is a Latino. She has her own business. Her business was doing pretty well, and people were linking her business to Stormie's business because they sell similar products. Okay, and she was saying, no, don't link me to nobody else. Even though it did bring her a lot of traffic, she was saying a lot of her customers and a lot of Stormie's customers would come over and purchase from her as well. They would get some of Stormie's body butter, and they would come over and get her buttercream and the other items that she was selling as well. But then it started being to where Stormie was noticing that this smaller business, Gisella's Cosmetics, was starting to grow and starting to snowball into something bigger. Stormie, I guess, felt a way about it and was feeling a little jealous that this girl's business was starting to grow very quickly because her customers were buying from Gisella's Cosmetics, and she started trying to, according to what Gisella's Cosmetics is saying, she started trying to hurt her business. She started trying to strike her channel to get her off TikTok so that she couldn't promote her business. Then she started stealing her product and promoting it as her own. So I posted it in the chat. I was saying that Gisella's Cosmetics could definitely sue Stormie for copyright infringement, loss of wages because she lost money behind all of this, harassment, bullying because she was striking her channels and having people tap into her content to have it taken down so that she would not be able to promote her business. So it's a hot ass mess. It's a hot mess. Stormie is obviously bothered by someone else trying to promote almost the same type of business, and she wants to be the number one stunner out here that's doing it. And we all know that she was getting her product in bulk from Alibaba. Her son was saying it in the video as well. Stormie is a hot ass mess, and if it wasn't for Kyle helping get her business out of the red, she would be still out here struggling and doing what she was doing, and probably in bankruptcy with her business, Canvas Beauty. Okay, so she's not really even focused on her hair care products that she used to have. She's more so focused on this damn body butter, and now she's taking on this buttercream product from Gisela Cosmetics, and she's fighting back, and I applaud her for that. Okay, as you guys can see, I do follow her. I don't follow shit from Stormie. I ain't purchasing nothing from Stormie, and nothing that I ain't trying to tear her business down, but I cannot support you, Stormie. Okay, I cannot. It can be more than one person selling the same type of product, and you not have to, come after this person to hurt her business to make your business flourish. I don't like that. They were trying to do the same shit about Melody and Stormie. Why compare two women? Why two black women can't have the same type of business? Why two black women can't be on TikTok together and sell their products? Why is it? It's not a competition when you winning. Shit. It's not a competition when you're winning. Melody can get on there on TikTok and do what she do, and so can Stormie. But Stormie felt away about that, and then her people were coming over and harassing Melody in Melody's DMs and comments saying, why you copying Stormie? Why you do your live on the same day as Stormie? When Melody said her live was set before Stormie's live was even announced. So I'm not sure why people, or why Stormie and her people are so pressed and bothered by somebody else coming out and doing almost the same thing that she's doing. Like, girl, it's room for everybody, okay? It's enough money to be made for everybody. But when you're insecure in terms of who you are and what your business regimen is, then it gives that you would try to trip somebody else up so that you can get further ahead. And that's what it's giving on this situation. That is it, and that is all. If you guys want to follow Gisela Cosmetics, okay, it is GISELA Cosmetics. All right, follow her on TikTok. If you guys want to get some free products from her, go over and let me give y'all the link. Let's do copy link. All right, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna drop her link in the chat because I'm gonna support her. I'm gonna support her. She's a small business woman. She's trying to do her thing. And yeah, that's her link. That's her link. Y'all copy that and do what you want. If you want to go over and support her, then you can. If you want to purchase from her, go over there and purchase from her. I think the millimeters and everybody else should go over there and run the numbers up on her shit. Yes, you should go over there and buy up her stuff and support, because that's unfortunate that she's dealing with what she's dealing with Stormie. That's not fair and that's not right. It's not right and it ain't okay. Okay, so let's get out of here, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming over and supporting the channel. All right, we've been on here for quite some time. I gave y'all so much tea today. Please don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Again, please do not forget to hit the like button to support the channel and the video. All right, thank y'all so much. Thank you to my mods. Thank you, True TV Podcast. Thank you, Rose Ormstead. Thank you, KBR Tyra and Belle Wilson. Thank you to the content creators. I try to make notes so I can make sure I got everybody. Girl, what's the tea? I saw you in the building. Thank you, Schoolboy, for stopping by. Sunny Days, thanks for being here. True TV Podcast, thanks for being here. The Queen Speaks TV, thank you also for stopping by, okay? Bree Vlogs, I saw you in here as well. I saw some new names. So thank you guys. And you guys go over and support these content creators, okay? Support these content creators and hit the like button when you get over there so that you guys can show your love for them as well, because they definitely come over and support me all the time. Sunny Days is always here. I see Girl What's the Tea in here a lot as well. Who else do I be seeing? I've seen the Queen Speaks TV in here before as well. Breeze Vlog, I may have overlooked your name. I did just give you a shout out, but I don't remember ever seeing you over here. But welcome. Okay, welcome. If you're new, welcome. Thanks for coming over and supporting as well. Did I get everybody? I think that's everybody, okay? Yeah, that's everybody. So y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. I'm going to try to tap back in with you guys later on today as well. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. Have a good day. Don't let anybody piss you off, okay? It's Friday. Y'all got paid today, some of you guys. Enjoy your day, all right? And keep your notifications on so that you guys will know when I go live, okay? Yeah, subscribe to the channel as well. If you've not done so, subscribe to the channel. As you guys can see how we get down over here, we laugh, we drag, we give you guys all the tea. We talk about politics, we talk about the Lord, we talk about thought shopping and schlong dropping and everything else over here. All right, you're gonna get a nice laugh and a gag as well. So go ahead and subscribe over here to the Carmel Rell Show. I am Carmel Rell. If there's nothing else, baby, let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no